Welcome to the third part of my character creation series, the third and final part. Well, let's just get into it. Let's just start it. So, as just a reminder, we're creating a character for a card game I'm making. I can even. Boom. So that's the card game. Yeah. This is actually going to be the first card for the game, so you're kind of getting exclusive coverage right now, which is cool. But yeah, I've made other cards for the game, but they were for the old version of the game. Now we have our notes over here. If we open up to the web page, we have all the notes we made on Raven. And if you see the last video, you'll know what this all means and how we got to that. So I think I'm actually going to leave this open over here, just in case I need it. Never mind. Alright, so we already know this is Raven, but the cards in the game, I would like to have as they be titles instead of names as the card names, and then like you'll learn the name in like a lore section. So yeah, I'm gonna. What would Raven's title be? Is the thing. I probably should have worked this out off camera, but we know they steal things. They steal bird-themed items, and we know they are half elf. And they do go by the 9 of clubs. Or maybe there's something related to the 9 of clubs. So I'm gonna quickly search up what's the study of birds called? Because that could lead us to an interesting name. Okay, so the study of birds, ornithology. So we could go with the ornithologist as the name. We could go really basic, is just the thief, but I feel like that's too basic. Okay, so I feel like the ornithologist would be a good name, honestly, to have. You know, it's literally just the study of birds, and this person really likes birds. So you know what? That's the name I'm gonna go for. How do you spell this again? Alright. Whoops. Oh, look at that. That was centered pretty well. Let's see if I can move the camera for a minute so you can see the card better. Alright. So, under this, I usually have a spot of lore for the character. But I was thinking, I'm trying to get better at my art, so I might try and draw something up. But, you know, art takes a long time, and, sorry, I can't speak. Art takes a long time, so I feel like I would leave, like, half of this area open, and then this is where I put the picture, and I'll put some lore here. Maybe I'll film, like, a short or something and upload it, and say, the finished version of the card, with art and all. I don't know. But I do want to have both art and lore for cards. So I think I'm going to leave this area open for art and have this as lore. Alright, so... okay. So we know that Raven is a thief. Oops, spacing. Alright. Bird themed. I guess we'll go with the jewels. Whoops. Yeah, so a thief that enjoys stealing bird named Jules. And, ooh, I'm trying to think, is aptly named, and coincidentally is named Raven, and is even named Raven. Yeah, no, I think it's simple enough. I think that's pretty much the sum of everything we've thought of in the last 2 videos. Now, just to show you once again, the 3 moves we went for, plus the spirit, was Thievery, Talons, and Cardistry. And then her spirit was, if Raven is alone on their side of the field, they get a 2d6 boost, I believe that says, but this is not focusing. Ah, there we go. Kind of hard to see with my handwriting, but I think you get the picture. Ooh, focus. There we go. All right. So I think we're just going to make sure this is cut off from there. All right. Don't really care if this gets on the table. We'll be fine. Now I think we're gonna put the spirit like up here, and yeah. So I think we're just gonna copy it word for word, honestly. Spirit. If this card is alone in its side of the battlefield, it gets a 2d6 boost. Should I get gets or gains? I'll do gains. Oh, look at that. Perfectly fit. Alright, so we got the spirit down. Now are just the moves. I think I want Talons at the top instead of Thievery. And Talons, what do we say that does? Okay, so it just does damage. So Raven would probably be a DPS type card, and I'll explain what that means. I have it written down on a different doc, so give me 1 second. So cards just have different, I don't want to say types. They have different, what do I call it here? Oh, I do call it types. Might as well, yeah, sure. They're called types, and the types have actual explanations. So yeah, I'll just give you the whole screen. It's pretty much the same as the other screen, but you know, got healer, tank, DPS, and wild card. So Raven would probably either be wild card or DPS due to the fact that she has Talons, which deals 4d4 damage. I think I'm just gonna write DMG. Might as well. Next up, we'll go for Cardistry. And Cardistry, I don't think we actually, yeah, I didn't write down what it did, but I feel like Cardistry, the art of Cardistry usually distracts people, or, well, I mean, it's like a flashy way of doing something. So if I were to take some cards here, do something like that, it's kind of messy, but you know, that's sort of a Cardistry sort of thing. I'm not great at it, but, you know, practicing. But what would Cardistry do in the realm of a card game? Honestly, we could just come back to it and work on Thievery. Yeah, that might be the best thing to do. So I'll just write it a little lower here, just in case we need another line to write for Cardistry. Ooh, that might be spelled right. Who knows? So Thievery might it destroys a card, I believe. Yeah, Thievery destroys a card. But usually in this card game, You don't just get to freely destroy cards. You have to take some sort of repercussion. So I feel like either Thievery would destroy Raven, the Ornithologist card, or it could maybe deal damage to the player that's using Raven. So, yeah, no, I think that sounds good to me. It will deal damage to the player. Alright, so destroying. Oops. So yeah, just destroy a card of choice, I'll say. That's probably not spelled right. I'll go back and change it. And take... We'll go... I feel like it's fair to say, like... I don't want to have the number be too small. So we'll say... It's got to be a good number. So I don't want it to be too big, though, as well. I think we're going to say, like, 3d8 damage. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Alright, now let's come back to cardistry. So I feel like for cardistry, you might just like look back at the cards here and just see what they do and see if this could help us in any way. So Prinplup, Bubble Beam, Wave Splash, we have their little lore. Focus. Maybe try and hold it better. There you can probably see it a little better. We also have this card, Vigilance. Within a mile of a woodland, you can hear him. Okay. Alright. And then Raven. Mimicry. The Raven can mimic simple sounds that's heard, such as a person whispering, baby crying, or an animal chattering. So, we could also use that, I presume. Like, maybe instead of cardistry, it could be mimicry. And that will somehow... Ooh! Mimicry could use another card's move. So just any card in the field, it could just copy that move and use it. Yeah, I think I like that, actually. Well, cardistry... If I get rid of cardistry, I think that kind of gets rid of the 9 of clubs here. But I kind of want to incorporate the 9 of clubs somehow. We could just incorporate that in the art. But I kind of want to incorporate it into the actual card somehow. Also, yes, these cards do have Baby Yoda on them. And I have... Whoa! Bobblehead. Alright. Okay, so... Now, we could just say cardistry mimics the thing. You know what? Yeah, I feel like that's a good middle ground. Cardistry. We'll say... copy the move of any card on the field. Let's say a chosen card on the field. All right. Well, here's Raven, I guess. The last 3 videos, the last 3 days, we've created a card, a playable card for my card game. The Ornithologist, a thief that enjoys stealing bird-themed jewels, and it's even named Raven. Her spirits, if this card is alone on its side of the field, it gains a 2d6 boost to rolls. And its 3 moves are Talons, deal 4d4 damage. Cardistry, copy a move of a chosen card on the field. And Thievery, destroy a card of choice and take 3d8 damage. Honestly, I'm really happy with this. I think it came out pretty well. It might be a little unbalanced with that cardistry move. But honestly, I still like it. And now that I think about it, it probably wouldn't be a DPS card. This seems like a lot more of a wild card. And I feel like that fits the characterization we built for Raven. I guess I'll come back to you maybe in another video, maybe in a short, with the art for Raven done. Will it be tomorrow? I don't know. I guess we'll see. So yeah, thanks for watching this series, and let's see if I can get a good shot here. Thanks for watching the series, and I hope you enjoyed. See ya.